Well, hello everyone. Swamp Fox News, cooks, and reviews coming at you. It's another 9 p.m. newscast news blast about tyrant cops and police. I'm gonna let a couple people get in here. Bear with me a second while I'm waiting. I'm opening up my other computer, guys and gals. I'm working tonight. I'm taking my break to run here and do my show while Fred's continuing to cut that big piece of steel. I'm taking a break. When I get back, I'll let him take a break. We're making progress, y'all. Hopefully, we'll have it out tonight. Lord have mercy. Hate these stupid pop-ups. Get off my screen. God. All right. Kim J, Oregon Road, Brian Johnson. How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's well. Oregon Road, Brian Johnson. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. Computer's picking up. I want to start off with, we got definitely some prayers needed, y'all. I'm going to let another couple people get in. We got some people needing some prayers. Some bad things going on. And I want to pray for a couple people as well. Let y'all know what's going on with some of our family. Chris Marcus, John Speedway. Hope y'all are doing well. Thank y'all for showing up. All right. To start with, Mama Gnome is definitely in need of prayer, and her mother is definitely in need of prayer. She is rushed to the hospital unresponsive. So, this is a bad situation for Harry Bonsell and his wife, Mama Gnome. So if we could please definitely hold her in your prayers and, maybe go to their channel and send them some encouragement. Everybody here, most of you guys and gals know Harry Bonsell. And there he is right there. No problem, brother. You are my brother. I love you guys. Y'all mean a lot to me. And I know what you're going through with mothers. So, definitely got her in the prayers of God, that she starts being responsive, that God brings her back. So definitely want to pray for her. We still praying for Anon 1 too. Let's always remember that he just had got out of the hospital. I'm gonna let him tell you his story when he sees you, but he's had some medical issues and he's in desperate need of our prayers as well. So before I start the show, I'm going to go ahead and pray. So for the ones of you who pray, please pray along with me. For the ones of you who don't, just send your love and best wishes. I really appreciate it. Maybe run over to their channels and send them some encouragement on one of their videos. Harry Bonsell is actually in here. If y'all haven't met him, he's an awesome person. So just click on his picture and follow him and, just showing some encouragement and love. He's a great support for all of us. He's always taking up for all of us. Thank you so much, Brian. Dear Lord, I just want to come to you tonight and ask you for peace of mind for Harry Bonsell, Mama Gnome, and her family, Lord, while they're going through this hard time. I also want to ask that you please touch Mama Gnome's mother and let's wake her back up. Let's get her back in good health, Lord. It's always hard to lose a parent. We don't ever understand why. And we do know that it's always in your time, Lord, but sometimes, we can request that you go ahead and leave our loved ones here with us, and in times you work a miracle and you do that. So let this be one of those times, Lord. We're coming to you and asking, Lord, that you'll please reach out and touch Mama Gnome's mother. Please, Lord, wake her back up. Let's bring her back here with us. We definitely, her family loves her. We as a community love her. We love Harry and Mama Gnome, and they're part of our life, Lord, and it would mean a lot to us if you could definitely do this for us. But we do know, Lord, that it's in your time, and you'll handle it the way that you see best. And please bring comfort again to Harry and Mama Gnome, Lord, and their entire family. Also, Lord, please look out for Anon One. Keep him healthy. Bring him back to 100% health, Lord, so he can be with us many more years. We also love Anon One, Lord. He is a part of our family. We care dearly for him. And we ask that you please heal him as well, Lord. Um, in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay, that being said, again, Harry, I'm so sorry. And Mama Gnome, I'm sorry for what y'all are going through. And please, y'all have my number. Y'all are welcome to call anytime. I know you know that. If you need anything, I'm here for you. And if whatever I can do, if you need me to come there, I'm on the way. If you need prayer, I'll always pray. And if you need, a little bit of cash for some travel money or something, I'll be glad to donate some. Whatever I can do, I'm always here with you. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Oregon Road. Thank you, Brian Johnson. Thank you, everybody. Uh, John Speedway. I appreciate you all. And so does Harry. Just a little jaded. Thank you for showing up, my darling. I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate it so much. I'll go ahead and start the show. And okay, so just so y'all know, again, I always say I am not anti-police, and I'm not. I'm anti-bad police. I do say that I don't believe they're as great as a lot of people want to make them out to be. I mean, they're more cleanup than anything. They usually come after a crime happens, and in the meantime, while they're out, while they're waiting on a call to come clean up some crime or investigate some crime, they're out, harassing everyday citizens, and which is in a lot of videos that we bring. But I do have people who are really pro cop, and they say, man, how come you don't ever show any positive cop videos? And I said, well, they're hard to find, and very seldom do I find them. Yeah, but I've heard you say you was going to play some. So all right, touche, I did say that. So I'm going to try to bring at least one. I'm not saying good cop. I'm saying positive cop video, because we don't know otherwise outside of this one video if this is actually a good cop. Does he do this kind of stuff every day, or is this just one that they just happen to catch him doing something good, but he's a bad cop? Now I don't know, and I don't want to besmirch anybody, so we'll just watch. I'm gonna try to bring at least one video a night. They are not as easy to find as the corrupt videos, but I'll play one at the end. Y'all stick around for that. Just a minute or two video, but catches cops in a good light. So I will try to bring at least one a night. That being said, all right, let's get started. All right. Where'd it go? Sorry. Y'all bear with me. Okay. This story is by Carlos Miller, you guys. Carlos Miller. It's got a video to it. I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory, and if y'all want to go read the rest of it after watching the video, you can. I'm just going to read a little bit to you, and also y'all can read along, because I don't get the names right sometimes, so I'm going to kind of try to start letting y'all read it as well. But anyway, Los Angeles police said they recovered a gun, but did they? The Los Angeles Police Department released a body cam video showing an officer shooting at a fleeing man last month after confronting him standing on the sidewalk smoking a cigarette and attempting to pat him down. Police say the man in the video had a gun that he pointed at the officer before tossing it aside while being chased. They claim in the video they found it, although in the video it was never seen on the suspect. Now the man, Julio Rodriguez, who was not struck by the officer's bullet, thank the Lord, is facing a charge of assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer, which is a felony, which is probably a setup. Okay, probably didn't have the gun at all. But did he really have a gun? The video shows Rodriguez approached by Los Angeles police officer Gabriel Rivas, who demands to know what he is smoking, hoping to score an easy marijuana arrest. Although Recreational marijuana has been legalized in California. It's not legal to consume it in public, allowing cops to continue shaking people down for weed. When it becomes evident Rodriguez was only smoking a cigarette, Rivas then asked if he was on probation or parole, even though Rodriguez had done nothing to raise suspicion that he was committing a crime other than smoking, which turned out to be legal. I'll let y'all watch the video. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. And this is why cops are hated. They bring the hate on themselves, and I don't want nothing to happen to cops. I don't. So to the people who keep saying that, I don't. I just don't like bad cops. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit more and start it over, guys. I'm sorry.
Is that your
I got here at the last minute because I'm working too.
Oh, I can smell something like something else. What's your name?
Julio, that's my homie right there.
Okay.
I'm about to get it right home.
All right. No probation, bro?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Is that your can right there?
No, there's one.
Alright. You want to punch it down real quick?
Why? What do I have?
What's that in your pocket?
I have like shit.
Hey, watch your fucking hands. Put your hands behind your back!
Shooting at people, man,
Listen,
just for no reason.
37, 14, man, with the gun. With the, northbound on Griffin. Approach Montecito. Get it back.
Roadhog Kennel.
Grace letter. Blue jeans.
Karis Cam 64, thanks for checking in.
Put your fucking hands up, dude! Get on the ground!
Lord,
Get on the ground,
mercy,
dude! Get on the ground!
Lady Justice Liberty
Yeah.
News. Louis, my brother. Thank y'all for being here.
Get on the ground, dude! Put your hands behind your back!
Chris
Get on the
Marquez.
ground!
Buyer
Get on
of
the ground,
Swords.
dude!
Thank you
Fuck,
for
I'm gonna
showing
chase
up.
you. Get on the ground! Get on the ground, your chest on the ground.
Lee Schaefer. Thank you for showing up.
On the ground, dude! Get on the ground, dude. I'm gonna chase you, dude.
Yeah, right? Man, you listen, you don't never know. You can cut up in here, Brian. It's okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
Whatever you have in your pocket.
I don't know what you was talking about, but just
Dude, you threw the gun, man. You were reaching it.
Oh
dude.
boy, we got someone new in the house. I'll give y'all the link in just a minute. I'll put it into this. I'll put it in the thing. Y'all can figure out, find out where it's at. I'll tell you where it's at. Hold on. PCOS is new. We're gonna make him a mod. Y'all please show him some love. Welcome him to the channel, and go follow him. Our boy, thank you for coming in. That's in Cali. Justice.
Hey, stop moving, dude. Stop moving. Stop moving, dude.
Hope y'all are doing well. It's just crazy, man. These tyrants, bro, they don't want to shoot. They'll shoot dogs. They'll shoot kids. They'll shoot. I mean, I've been bringing you story after story where they just shot some children a couple weeks ago.
I don't care about your phone, dude. Alright? I'll get it right now.
Why would you blast him?
Dude, you were reaching for the gun, dude.
I wasn't reaching for no gun.
Stop, dude. Just stop it.
You don't want to blast me, though. Just relax. Why would you blast
How do
me?
I know you were going to shoot me when you were pulling out the gun, dude? How do I know you're not going to shoot me when you're pulling out the gun, dude?
He shot at me, like, what the fuck?
Get on the ground.
You should have shot at me if I was pointing a gun
Yeah,
at you.
dang gum good thing he is a
Dang,
bad shot. Shot it, skunking.
Like, you blasted
for
me,
being
like,
here,
come
bro.
on.
Just relax, dude.
They got trying to fucking see if I got shot.
I'll check, dude.
Thanks, Samuel.
What ain't the truth, Louis? What'd I miss, buddy?
That shit tripped me out. Fool, you're a fool. You could have hit me, you know that?
Oh yeah, they think they're gods. You make no mistake about that.
Yeah, he's in custody.
Why would you shoot at me though?
Yeah, exactly. They thought
Hey,
there was a
he tossed
gun.
the
It was
gun
in
over
fear
here,
for
bro.
I
their
didn't touch
life.
no gun. Think
That's
I
it.
my phone.
Are you?
Fully.
I
He
shot.
shot me. Hey, relax. I was not doing it. I wasn't shoot at him.
Hey, just secure.
You got it? Hold on, wait. You search him, right?
Yeah.
Does he need
No, he didn't get hit. He didn't get hit. No.
verify the snap to officers. Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna take communication. Go with him. He tossed it someone. Just hit one.
Yeah, the good old stop resisting. It's always like that. So they can kick you and hit you and punch you, tase you. Exactly,
From Morton and
PC.
Griffin. And then once she got here to the fence, and she's just chucked it, dude. I don't know. Okay.
Now make sure y'all smashing that like button for me,
It's good. You got it?
please.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. All right. Where's that? Right here.
Oh, Mr. Drywall, what's up, my brother?
Right?
Thank you for being here, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
We're praying for Mama Gnome tonight and her mother as well.
Okay. Only one guy, right? Yeah, only one guy. I'll hold this.
No, they don't find one, they plant one. Mike, how you doing, buddy? Been a while. I'm glad to see you here tonight. Thank you for showing up. I'm back 6 nights a week, 9 p.m.
Take a deep breath, bro. Yeah. Let me know if you.
Gladly. Amish, you're my family, brother. I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate you all. Big Tim Hill News. Y'all congratulate Big Tim Hill News. He finally hit over 1,000. And let's throw some prayers out for him, too. He's having a little bit of family issues right now. And no death in the family right now, but just the devil's on his back, and he needs our prayers, too, okay? I'll make sure y'all keep him in your prayers and thoughts. JNL Services, thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all showing up. Make sure y'all smashing that like button on the way in. Thank you. Yep, he's got 1,000. We just need to make sure we help him get to his 4,000 watch hours if he hasn't got them yet. Y'all remember how to do that. I told y'all how to do that. I don't know why it went. Oh, I guess this is his body cam, and I guess it ain't. Oh, there it goes again. I don't know what happened. Wow.
Hey, Revis, was that a shot fired? 11:37 shots fired.
All right, I'll let y'all go read the rest of the story. It's just a little bit more to the video. You already seen it. They arrest him. It's totally outrageous what these cops do. I mean, it's scary anymore. I'm actually scared for these auditors. And if you look at what they've been doing, LAPD. If you look at what they've been doing, look, they got Eric Brandt in jail right now. And look at the video, what got him in jail. He's in jail for a non-crime. Okay, but the rogue judge took the cop's side and found him guilty. I just don't understand that. Then you got Blind Justice has been arrested again. He's out again, but he's been arrested again for a non-crime. No, he didn't break no law. Even the cop's own statement said he didn't break the law just because he wouldn't tell him his name. They said they was for not IDing. They arrested him, and then finally even the judge was agreeing that he didn't break the law. He said, but then so they sent him back to his cell, and they came up with, instead of failure to ID, it was resisting a police officer. So it don't make no sense, and so hopefully he gets a big lawsuit out of that. We also got to remember Sun's News. Used to be Second Sun News. Y'all know him. He just had his van taken from him, dude. And that's what he lives in. He's homeless, so he lives out of his van. Now he does work, and he's an auditor. He goes out and audits, but he lives in his vehicle, and so they took it. They came and took it for registration or something. So You know, and I know, you know, it's, you know, we come on here and ask for donations sometimes a lot for people. If it's always up to you guys, but there is Road Hog does have a pool up, and I always put my money where my mouth is. So I've donated a couple dollars myself, and if you got a dollar or two, we're donating. We're trying to get him a room for a couple days and maybe some, you know, a couple dollars to see how much he can how much it can be to get his vehicle out. I'm not sure about that yet. Maybe that's a far stretch, but we're trying to get him a room at least for a couple days. He's in San Francisco, so weather there goes up and down a little bit, but it's not too bad. Let's see. We got a new person in the house. Montai I-23. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Montai 23. Okay, Montai 23. You are now a mod. We appreciate you being here. Welcome to our family. Y'all make sure y'all go see the new person we got in the house. We're going to get to the next story. All right. Annoyed cop and spent a year in jail under proposed law in upstate New York. How y'all like this now? So this is another story by Carlos Miller. Y'all check this out. They're trying to do everything they can to take our First Amendment and Second Amendment away in all these rogue states. The proposed law makes it easier for cops to violate people's First Amendment rights, hoping to protect police from wrath of the public. A county in the upstate New York is about to pass a law that would make it a crime to annoy a police officer. The Monroe. So what is annoying them? Is the cop just get butthurt and then you can say I'm annoyed? The Monroe County Legislature branch drafted the bill in response to the video from New York City showing citizens dousing New York Police Department cops with water. The NYPD, however, responded to those incidents by arresting several people without the need for the new law. I mean, of course, if you're throwing water on them, that's like assault. But, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. The proposed law, which can be read here, states a person is guilty of harassing a police officer, peace officer, or first responder that intends to annoy, alarm, or threaten the personal safety of the police officer, peace officer, or first responder. Knowing that many cops get annoyed and people for exercising their constitutional rights and alarmed when people record them in public, actions which are protected by the First Amendment, the proposed law is ripe for abuse. Right for abuse. Critics say the law is unconstitutional according to the New York Post. The legislature approved the bill by 17 to 10 votes on Tuesday. The county executive will now hold a public hearing and decide whether to pass it into law. The bill sparked outrage among groups such as the New York City Civil Liberties Union. Members of the community have every right to challenge police officers, particularly those that engage in unnecessary behavior. Ayman Abid of New York, or the NYCLU, said in a statement, at the time when more accountability of police departments is needed, the law takes incredible backwards, she added. That's true. An indicted anybody annoying a cop can be sentenced to up to a year in jail and fined up to $5,000. Federal legislators are considering a similar bill at the federal level, which they call the Protect and Serve Act. It was passed by the House, but appears to be stalled in committees. I'm going to tell you right now, this is exactly what I've been telling you people about. You know, all my friends and family out there, people here around town, every day they're trying to take our rights away. And I keep getting, oh, you're just a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. No, they're telling you right here, they're trying to pass laws to take your First Amendment away. And if it happens in this state, eventually it'll happen in that state. They start adopting each other's programs, okay? Just like anything else. You see, it started with legal weed, which is, you know, a good thing. Started with legal weed in California. Now it's grown to like, 27, 28 other states. And eventually it'll hit all 50, which is a good thing. I mean, you get arrested for something God gives you and tells you in the Bible he's given to you for at least as food to ingest. He's telling you he's giving it to you to at least ingest. And so instead of separating church and state and letting it be legal, like it is in Canada and many states around here, they want to keep putting innocent people in prison for it. It's ridiculous. All right, let's get to the next story. 2 Florida police agencies caught on video entering homes without warrants. So once again, you know, these are the sovereign citizens, okay? We have no rights in the United States. State after state, time after time, we continue to see that they just come in our homes. I've showed videos already this month of police officers cutting someone's security camera, and also climbing in, 3 of them broke into his house. This is another story by Carlos Miller. Fair use for education, Creative Commons. So I've showed y'all video after video. These cops do not get arrested. And this guy actually assaults this man in his house with no warrant. He actually assaults him when he knocks the camera out of his hand. But it's not going to change unless we change it. We got to stop. We got to go down to the mayor's city's office, the city councilman meetings like Jeff is here's done, and Tempe Against Police Violence. I'm starting to look into where my city council meetings are going to start happening, and I'm going to start going. And we got to start hiring these people out. We got to hire these mayors. We got to vote for them, get them out, because these mayors are the ones that are letting these cops do it. They're the ones that's hiring them, and the sheriffs that are voted in, we got to vote them out. We got to vote them out when they will continuously keep sheriff's deputies that violate people's rights and do nothing about it. Now they pass laws. So if these laws continue to get passed, now look at what they did in Virginia. The red flag laws, the gun laws. Now it's tabled for a year. But the fact that it had to even be tabled for a year, it should be tabled for life. You cannot take our Second Amendment rights away, but they're trying to do another, what they call assault weapons ban. There's no such thing as an assault weapon. I'm going to say it one more time. There is no such thing as an assault weapon. Weapons do not assault anyone. Okay? Crazy people with weapons assault other people. Now, more people die every day by blunt force object, hammers, by stabbing, by car accidents. More teens die every year. I got to get the numbers again, but I think it's 14,000 teens die every year of alcohol poisoning. Okay, where is the crying about alcohol? Why don't we ban alcohol? No, they want to ban things that keep us safe, because the government wants us to kill each other. That's why they kill babies by the thousands. That's why they poison our air and water and everything else. That's why, I won't even mention it, because if I mention this one thing, they will go ahead and probably ban my channel. So I'm not going to mention that. All right, here we go. One cop was wearing a ski mask when he slapped the phone out of the hands of a man recording. Twice in 1 week, video surfaces showing South Florida cops from 2 different agencies entering homes without search warrants or owner's consent in search of suspects who did not live in the homes. The first video shows a group of Broward County Sheriff's deputies entering the home of Johnny Emanuel while he was at work in search of his 25-year-old son who does not live at the home. Emanuel said he received a text message from his home security system on August 19th showing deputies entering his home from a side door that nobody ever uses. Piece of crap. Emanuel's son is accused of assaulting a cop, which is the excuse they will likely use to explain their disregard for the Constitution, as if it makes any difference. Had it not been for the security video, Emanuel would have never known that they had entered his home, because they never bothered contacting him, much less served him a warrant, according to the Miami News Times, which obtained the video. Emanuel says the cops left no note they'd been there, let alone copies of the search warrant. He says nobody called him to say cops had been there either. If it was
out the house. No, nobody told you to come in here. Ain't nobody told you to come in here. What?
I'm telling you, this computer is whacked. All right. Emanuel says the cops didn't leave a note. Called him to say the cops had been there. If it weren't for the security cameras, he said he never would have known BSO deputies had entered his home and snooped around. I have 2 young children, he says. Thank God they weren't home to be traumatized for life. Someone could have been shot. As it turns out, video and documents obtained by New York Times shows BSO had obtained what's known as a CAPAS warrant to look for Emmanuel's 25-year-old son, Eric Reese, who at the time was wanted on charges of aggravated assault on an officer fleeing arrest. I'll tell you what, let's let you watch the video of them violating somebody's rights. And so some whack judge went back and back posted a warrant which was totally bogus. I guarantee you he did not have no kind of warrant before he went in there. That's a lie, or he would have had it. Here.
Get the car out the house. No, nobody told you to come in here. Ain't nobody told you to come in here. What fresh wire? What fresh wire? Open like the police come. Ain't nobody in here. What fresh wire? What fresh wire? What fresh wire? Why you coming in here opening the door with my son right here, man? And threw him out the way.
Watch him knock the camera out the man's hand. You see that? These people are sick animals, okay? They have no regard for humans at all because they're inhuman. All right, so the last story for the night is actually a video. I'm only going to play part of it because these news channels have a real tendency to give you copyright strike. Although I am using this under Creative Commons fair use for education, it's still that they try to do that and you have to fight them and all that crap. So let you watch the video. I got a copyright, no, not a copyright strike. I got a content warning. I have to show y'all tomorrow night about something stupid. Somebody complained about, they took my video down of a cop slamming a kid, one of the resource cops. They body slammed that 14-year-old girl. Because it's harmful to kids, they took it down and said if I posted or another video like that, I could lose my channel. Could you believe that? All I'm doing is posting the truth. So see, I kind of got to be careful, about what I'm doing. All right. And telling the truth because the law won't. Okay, so here's your positive story, your positive police story. They're hard to find, but I guess this is a positive story. Now, I'm not saying this is a good cop. I'm just saying this is a positive story about a cop. I was asked by one of my viewers about that since I mentioned I would start finding him. So here you go. I'm not going to mention the viewer because I don't do that, but here you go, my friend.
Putting their lives on the line for Detroit and for you. But sometimes they also do a lot of good that we don't see. Dr. John Dyson with a few stories tonight about some Detroit police officers that don't get a lot of attention, but should.
We all know that being a police officer can be a thankless job, and no one knows what it's like to patrol these streets unless you have done it. And I don't know a single cop who shows his profession for the accolades and the praise, but when something like this happens, they should hear it.
I say to myself, oh my God, if they come upstairs, they're going to beat me, they're going to rape me, they're going to kill me, they're going to, you don't know what's going through my head.
My stream go out?
Since a mean-spirited menace broke into Miss Emily's house and stole her joy.
Why is it not
Tall
showing
guy
my
with the
video?
hood standing in my kitchen. I was ready to pass out. I was in shock. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Thank goodness he heard
Okay,
her and hurried off
On my computer,
without
for some
hurting a
reason,
hair
it's
on
black
her head.
screen.
But a few days ago, somebody came back and forced their way through this
Thank
sweet 75-year-old woman's garage.
I thought, this is it. I've had it. I can't take anymore.
She was upset. She said she hadn't slept all night.
Oh,
I saw,
I got you.
somebody could be my grandmother that needed help.
Officer Amy Serafinsky and her partner, Officer Louis Caban, are truly two of a kind.
When we went out there, we saw that
Okay,
they had
John
damaged the
Speedway.
garage window.
Leaving it that way would be a cop-out to these cops. They felt it their duty to take on this deed, and it was caught on dash cam.
Well, we'll try and find another piece of plywood.
We went to a construction site where they're rebuilding a school.
The supervisor on site was super excited about pitching in.
The foreman drove it over to her home for us because it wouldn't fit in the scout car.
We can use any of the power tools that were brought to the site, so we hand saw the board.
Moody Mama, thank you for being here. Appreciate you showing up.
The
Sorry I
thing we
missed you
did for
coming
the
in.
provider some peace of mind.
This was out of their heart that they did this, because they didn't have to do it.
No problem. Oh,
As long as you can get some sleep tonight, okay?
They have done this plenty of times before. When these cops encounter people in need, they just do what...
So, you know, they went down and got the wood and fixed the lady's window, or at least covered it so nobody could get in that night. So there's your positive story about police, okay? I'll try to bring one, you know, if I can find them, I'll try to bring them. And if y'all got links to them, you know, let me know and I'll do it. Now, that being said, let me go to, I'm going to show y'all a couple things. Switch accounts. All right, so this helps.
The men and women in blue, we see them in dangerous situations every day, putting their lives on the line.
This helps smaller channels, you guys. Like Big Tim Hill News. Okay, now he's got 1,000 followers, but he needs 4,000 watch hours. Okay, so again, I may have told you this. A lot of people may know, but the ones who don't, I'm going to show you what to do. It helps all small channels. You just, especially if you got a laptop or a PC, open up a browser and hit play all right there where it says play all of their video on like this is all my channel. This is another channel I have. I'm just made it all in one, so I haven't posted any new videos here, but you go here and hit play all. So once you hit play all, you don't want to listen all of it in the background. Just hit mute. Now everyone will play muted, but it's helping me gain watch hours here. And you know, so but you don't want to watch the videos. You may have already watched them, or you don't want to hear them playing in the background, so they're muted. So they're muted and they're playing. But I want to go do something else. Well, now you can go open another browser and go do whatever you want and let them videos just play and play and play in the background. And it helps get, y'all don't have to do it on that channel. Cause again, I just made all my channels into one, cause I have another channel too. My conspiracy channel, but I just made them all into one. So, but if y'all would do that, you know, if you're just hanging out watching our videos anyway, maybe you're in another auditor stream, just open up a couple browsers and go to a couple small channels of people that you like and help us out. Build their watch hours, because now he's got 1,000 followers, but he needs 4,000 watch hours. Once he has that, it's still going to take a couple days, and then they'll let him start going live without having to use a third-party app. Again, it really does help. If you really do like our channels and you really like our streams, I do have another prayer request for Bubba Chambers too. I've left this for last. This is for Bubba Chambers, and I was going to show his video. I probably should have said that earlier to the people who was in here when we prayed in the beginning, and maybe play this, but I wanted to play his video and let him have a prayer as well. If you'll go to like I said, just help people build their channels. And if you like the content of the people that you're following, it really does help us if you'll hit the like button. Like you see right here for in Bubba Chambers, shout out for prayers he did. He got 71 views, but only 21 likes. Of course, he got a dislike. So, you know, there is some trolls out there that, you know, even though we're calling for prayers, that they get mad. They don't like people praying, so they give them a dislike. But anyway, it really helps us, all channels. If you get that thumbs up, it makes you higher into more recommendations, more people see your videos, and it helps the channels grow, which helps us stay here and do more videos. So if you like the content and you like the people, and you'll see a lot of them will leave comments. Sometimes he'll have more comments, positive comments, than he will, maybe not necessarily here, but I mean, and not necessarily Bubba, but other people will have more positive comments than they do thumbs up. So if you're leaving positive comments, taking all that time to write them, how about just hit that little blue button right there? You know what I mean? So, anyway, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and play the video. There's some other auditors out here, small channels, that need our love and prayer. They've had a death in the family as well. This is for Bubba Chambers' friends and our friends as well.
All right, today is a little bit of a sadder video, but I want everybody to do me a favor and say a prayer for a couple people. A couple members of our YouTube community and family lost a loved one yesterday.
Sons reports, my brother. Glad
and
to see
Bama
you
Mowers
again.
lost their father. And you've got
I hear you,
J&J Mud Mowers lost his grandfather. So I want everybody to do me a favor. I'll reach out to the three of them.
Should I do it?
Say a prayer for them.
You can do whatever you
need
want.
to do. Let's help these people get through their time.
Oh, I got you.
They're good people. They deserve it.
Sons, I appreciate that. I know you would if
Thanks,
you could.
everybody.
All right. So basically that's the end of the show. I'm gonna hang out for just a few minutes before I go back to work and relieve Fred for his lunch break. He's cutting away on that steel. But yeah, I just want to tell you all one more time. I'm humbled by y'all's friendship. I thank to each and every one of you. I thank y'all for the love and support that you give me and all my followers in the channel when y'all come. And for the ones that pray, I appreciate it. I thank y'all for praying with me. For the ones that don't, I do appreciate you showing us all love and best wishes. I know that we all are not believers, and that's okay. I still love each and every one of you anyway, and I know that we all have to live our life our own way, and we believe what we're going to believe. But you're welcome in this channel, each and every one of you. It never matters to me, color, race, male, female, whatever you identify as. It's fine with me, as long as you come here and you're nice to everyone here. We love you. We want you to be here. Hey, no problem, sons. Y'all remember it? Sons Reports was Second Son News. For the ones of y'all didn't realize that he changed his name, ones of you that didn't know that. But he's a brother, and he's watch his videos. And if you like what you see and you think he was wronged by having his home, which was his van, stolen from the police, he lives in it. He's now homeless. And so if you feel like you can chip in 50 cents or $1, they got a PayPal pool going on right here, Road Hog Kennels. And I always tell you guys that if you can't, that's totally all right. It's not necessary to donate to me or anyone else to be a part of our family. Just show some support by saying, you don't even you don't have to do nothing to be a part of our family. You can come here and just watch the videos. That's all you have to do to be a part of our family, is just to come here. And that's, and that's fine. But if you want to show some support by maybe a comment or two while they're in chat, or going to their channel and just saying how much you care about them and want them to be okay, and just send some best wishes, then that's awesome too. But if you happen to be someone who has an extra $1 or $2 laying around sometimes that you can donate to some of these causes, I really appreciate it. I generally don't come on here and ask for money for anything. I don't, for myself anyway. I'll ask for other people, and then when I do, people will donate super chats and all. Harry has, and Kim has, and Lady D has, and a few other people have donated some stuff, and I'm monetized now. But it all goes back on the. I made almost $27 on commercials so far, so hey, that's pretty good, I guess, from AdSense. Now, of course, YouTube takes 30% of that, but hey, it's nothing. And it all goes back. I think you guys know that I put it all back into the community. And I don't ask for people for things for cameras. That's not what I do it for. I don't ask for money for the cameras. Now, I'll donate. I'll super chat somebody a couple bucks here, and they can do whatever they want with it. I don't never say what you should do with the money I give. But if somebody's on here saying, hey, I need a new camera, or I want to, just do something, whatever, I don't donate to that. That's I donate if you are like bond and lawyers and needing a room for a night or two, whatever, I'll chip in on that. Rent, stuff like that. Or if you need help with something like electrical, if you're within reason of me being able to drive there, I'll drive there and do whatever, electrical, plumbing. I'll have to set up the time like I did for Bubba, but if I can set up the time and I can do it and it fits your needs too, as well as my schedule, I'll make a trip to wherever you're at, and I'll help you out if I can. I'm a humanist. I love everybody. Um, I'm an independent as far as politics go, but I'm a libertarian. I believe in liberty and justice for all, and I believe that we all should help each other as a family. That's what, whether you believe in a creator or not, I do, and I believe that's what our creator put us on earth for. But we have evil. There's evil here too, and so we got to combat that evil every day. And if I can come here and help do that, and help somebody's life be better, that's exactly what I want to do. Storms Country Gal, how you doing? Thank you, and take care also. Thank you for showing up. Make sure if you haven't smashed that like button, y'all, smash it on the way out for me. And if I missed you coming in, I'm totally sorry while I'm reading the report. Sometimes I miss a few people go by. I try to go back and look. If I miss anybody new, I'll make you a mod later, or pop up and chat again, say, hey, you didn't mod me, what's going on? And, reach out with a little hand and slap me, and I'll take care of it. Anyway, listen, that being said, I'm going to give y'all an extra minute or two to say goodnight to each other. Please remember everybody in prayer. Let's reach out to all these families that we're talking about. And just let them know that you care about them. Once again, I'm humbled by your friendship and the fact that y'all come spend time with me. Be back tomorrow night for another newscast, news blast, Tyrant Cops. And Saturday night, why don't y'all, you know what, I'm going to set up a poll and y'all can start thinking about it. What would y'all like me to cook on this Saturday's show? I don't come up with nothing gross like haggis or nothing like that. And that's like intestines. I'm not going to cook nothing that I won't eat. And I'm going to tell y'all something else too. Like somebody said, dang, you didn't add nothing to your spaghetti sauce, Harley. Well, I don't really care for a lot of things. Like I don't eat mushrooms at all. Okay, so you can add, but anything that make it your way. I'm just showing you my recipes or recipes that I'm following of somebody else's that I like. And I may not add things that you'd say that you would add, but go ahead, add them. Just kind of think of the recipe and how much you need to add, and throw a little in there. Like I don't really care for green bell peppers and stuff like that, but that's what a lot of people put in, like bell peppers and mushrooms and stuff like that, and their spaghetti sauce as well, and whole tomatoes. I like mine smashed up in like tomato sauce and stuff. So now I do make a mean homemade spaghetti sauce, don't get me wrong, and I will make it one day. It's an all-day occurrence though, so I'm gonna have to learn how to edit videos more. That will be easier for me. But y'all, I'll do a poll and I'll give y'all, until Friday to let me know so I can prepare. But if it don't matter, I'll just make something. But yeah, haggis is great. PCOS, really? Come on, have you really had it? I feel like mushrooms sometimes keep in the dark and feed nothing. But yeah, see, I don't. That's why I always make a joke when I say I don't eat mushrooms. I say I don't eat nothing a cow might have pooped on. It's just a joke. But Louis, how you doing, buddy? I haven't heard from you in a couple of days, man. You all right? I miss talking to you. I need to call you. I'm supposed to call Nevaeh too. I know she's mad at me. Y'all, please understand, I've been slammed. I made a round trip. I worked Thursday morning. I tried to nap for a couple of hours before I headed out to Bubba Chambers' house. I left Thursday about 5. I got there about midnight. And I slept, got up. Well, tried to sleep. The dogs kept barking, keeping me up. But I got up early, about 7:30, ate some breakfast, went to Bubba Chambers' house about 8:30, knocked out that electrical, got home about 9. I left about 2, got home about 9, and 8:39, and slept a little bit during the night, but started getting calls first thing Saturday morning. So it's been hectic. Been cutting that steel all weekend. I seen as I came in, just a little Jerry left me learning who my friends are now. That storm passed away. Well, wait a minute now. What happened? Okay. What's going on? As soon as I came in, just learning who my friends are now. The storm passed away. So I totally understand. You're just way too busy. Well, I just want y'all to know that I don't mean to miss people or miss calls or don't keep up with stuff. I'm trying to get better at all this too. Plus, I'm also found out some bad news about my land. I said I'll be out there in 2 weeks. Well, the guy, I finally got a company to come out and do what they said they was going to do, and he looked at the land and it ain't ready. I thought it was ready. I cut the trees and stuff down. No, it needs what they call a pad. I need to have a like a clay pad built that sheds the water off, so I'm not pulling water underneath. Plus, he said it's going to be very expensive if he tried to level the trailer over all the, when I cut the trees down, it left the roots and stuff and whatnot. He said it's just almost impossible to level it right without a long bunch of labor hours. So it's going to be a few more weeks now, but it's coming. Uh, Now, let me say this, Storm Country Guy. I don't know what happened, okay? And I'm sorry if I missed that. I'm sorry that you lost your loved one. I really am. And if there was anything derogatory said in my chat that made you feel unwanted or unwelcome by anybody, I apologize for that. And I'll try to get to the bottom of it. I'll go back and read what was going on. But I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to feel unwelcome here because you are welcome. Everyone is welcome. And so I ask everybody that comes to the chat. That's why I always make everybody a mod, because I include everyone, okay? And so, but I ask everyone in doing that, sometimes, it's sometimes people will stir up things. I ask that not to happen here. Let's love each other and get along and care about each other and support each other. And if that's not the kind of person that you are, News Now South Florida, thank you for being here. If that's not the kind of person that you are, then I don't want you to leave. But just if that's what you're going to bring here, whoever it is, I'm not calling no names. I'm just saying to everybody, because I had to block some people last week, 3 people for being really nasty to some good followers and also to myself. And so I hate doing that, but I want us all to get along, and I know that sometimes that's hard to do. But if you, like your mama said, if you can't say something nice, don't say it. You know what I mean? Keep it to yourself. Now, I personally never had a problem myself, and I hope that I'm just misunderstanding, but I want you to know that I am very sorry for your loss, and I do love you, and I appreciate you being here, and I want you to keep coming back, and I hope you're still here. Stan, you're just waiting busy. It's not never. Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure if I knew of storms or not myself, but I'm totally sorry that you lost your loved one. I know we all have loss, and I know how hard it is. Yeah, I guess you've already gone. Well, I hope you come back. Never heard a follow-up to those dirty tyrants who were fishing around me. Yeah, who are you talking to, Brian? Me? Maybe talking about the cops that came over tonight that somebody sent them over here to do a welfare check on me, and I told them to get out of my yard. Like I said, guys. Oh, Storm's gal, pleasure to meet you. Kim J. The fishing was a man. Kim, hey, called you several times when your mom passed away. Oh, Storm, I'm sorry that I didn't answer. Like I said to a lot of people, I was just lost. And, I had friends coming here knocking on the door, and not that I didn't love them, I just couldn't communicate. So I apologize for that. But I hope if you still have my number, you reach out to me again. Let's talk now. And I'm more than glad to talk to you anytime. And I'm sorry that I didn't answer your call. I appreciate you reaching out to me. Like I've told each and every one of you, there was a few that I did. And listen, it's not that I love anybody any more or any less, or care about anybody any more or any less. There was times that I happened to answer the phone, and this is the reason mostly was because, like at times, I would need things for my dogs. Like I would call Fred and say, Fred, I need you to go to the store and get me some stuff. And he would. He'd go shop for me. He'd bring me dog food and treats and things like that for them to keep them fed and occupied, and maybe, one or two things that I would need personally. So when I turned the phone on, it would be on, and sometimes at that time they would call, and I would go ahead and answer, or I would see that they text, and so I went ahead and called them, so that way they could let you guys know that what was going on. And so it's not that I didn't care about each and every one of you guys. It's just that just at that time I was able to talk to that person, and they'll even tell you, Kim J is one of them. When I talked to her, it wasn't like for a long, lengthy conversation. It was just bits and pieces of letting her know that I was still living, and that please pass the word that, I'm working through it, and I love you all and everything else. And it wasn't long, lengthy conversations. And even Sewer Dog, he'll tell you too, it's one or two people that I talked to, and so I meant no disrespect. I want y'all to know that. But my number for everybody to know, I'll go ahead and type it in here. Now again, this is my Swamp Fox number, so I'm not worried about trolls. It's an iPhone, it's an Android, so I can block them if they do troll, and I do get them. But y'all are able to text right now, and I will set up the voicemail, but I'd rather just let's do text and email, because it's easier for me, because they don't show the voicemails, and then I end up missing people's voicemails. So if you'll text me, it's easier that way, or call me. I'll see your missed call. But the number is 843-554-4336. Now y'all can call me anytime if it's an emergency. I got weird hours, so it's just hit or miss. If I don't answer the phone, it could be because I'm either asleep, if I'm lucky enough to get a few hours, or I might be working, like tonight I'm using a saw. I won't hear the phone. So Lady D, you're awesome. Each and every one of you is awesome in your own way, and I truly am humbled by your friendship. Y'all keep smashing that like button if you hadn't yet on your way in or on your way out. But again, as long as I get people showing up, I'll keep doing these videos, and I'm only doing it to spread the love and show the truth about what's going on. And as long as y'all keep wanting me to, I'll keep doing them. So we have a lot of great people that I've met out here, and each and every one of you, it means a lot to me to have you as my friends. And a lot of you has made friends through my chat, and that is awesome. I've had people tell me recently that, hey, I met a Sewer Dog through your chat, man, and he's awesome. Hey, I met Kim through your chat, and she's awesome. Hey, I met Louie, whatever. I get a few different people say, yeah, I talked to so-and-so, now we're friends, and we talk quite a bit, and it's awesome. Or I'm emailing or text messaging, and I love that. And the fact that we can, you too, son, and the fact that, no, Lady D, you're the best. Make no mistake about it. The fact that we can come together and help each other in times of need, and just love and support each other, that really is what's intended. Whether you believe a creator created us or not, don't you believe, even if you don't believe that we was created, however we got here, don't you believe it's better for us to love and help each other than it is to fight and hate each other? And again, I don't care about, you can identify, I say it all the time, just to kind of be funny, you can identify as a jet airplane for all I care, a locomotive train, a GMC Dodge or GMC truck or Dodge truck, I don't care, whatever, just come here and love each other. But yeah, you still ain't sent me the information on that lodge, man. I gotta book that room soon if I'm gonna book it, because then you wait to the last minute and to give it to me, it's gonna be $1,000 a night, because everybody's gonna want to need a room. So you need to get me that info soon, my brother. Louie. Yeah, Louie's getting me to come to old Michigan and hang out with him down there at some Back to the Brick. Supposed to be a real fun event. Y'all look it up. And have some fun hanging out with my brothers down there. He gonna cook me up. He says he's a cook too. He gonna cook for me when I'm down there. He gonna whoop up some of that good food. said, that sounds good to me. Me and food go way back. I'm a lover of food. Well, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and knock off real quick so I can heat up a little bit of that spaghetti in the pan and eat before I go back, because I'm going to be there several more hours to get the rest of this thing up. Again, it's humbling to have y'all as my friends and family. I love each and every one of you. Please remember Mama Gnome in your prayers and Harry Bonsell. Mama Gnome's mother is unresponsive at the hospital right now. We are praying that God wakes her up. Mama Gnome is not ready for her mother to pass. So it's always in God's time. But if we can, pray enough to him, and he may work a miracle and decide that, he'll leave her here with us. And sometimes it works, so keep praying. And Anon One, remember Anon One? Anon One is our brother, and he has been very special. He shows up in all of our chats. He shows support, and he even came to the States to see people, but he didn't get through his whole trip, which is sad. He got flown home due to some health procedures that he had to have suddenly. So y'all please go to his channel and go to his last video. I don't care which one it is, and just maybe type something in there. If you got a minute, take a minute every time out of your day just to show somebody that, hey, we're thinking about you, man, and we care about you. And, if you got a minute and you do videos on your channel, no matter how big or small, do a video and post it. And if you've got a channel but you've never posted a video, got a camera you can make a video, make it, post it, upload it. We'll promote it, and we'll build your channel. That being said, I love you all. God bless everyone. I hope God touches each and every one in your life and helps you to be prosperous. If you have any strife with anybody in your life, reach out to them and squash it. Life is too short. It could end tomorrow for you or that person. And if you love that person, friend or family, let's heal. Let's squash it. Take the blame if need be. I told you, may I pray for your mama and my wife every night. Thank you for being my friend and all the people you told me to pray for every. Yes, sir. I'll always be your friend. Not only am I your friend, but I am your brother. Swamp Fox, love you dearly, friend. Prayers for you, my friend. Hey, thank you, Kim. Prayers for you. Okay, I'll call you Swamp. Yep. You feel free. I just posted the number. My email. I'll post that too. Gmail.com, and no to if y'all remember, armandhammer42@gmail.com. If y'all remember, I did a video about a month ago where somebody was calling me a racist because of that name, Arm and Hammer 42. Number one, I'll explain a little bit more in detail. Armand Hammer and Armand Hammer are two different names, two different spellings. So the Armand Hammer is supposedly tied to some racist group or something like that, or some racist guy who started the company or something like that. I don't know nothing about that, but Armand and Armand is two different spellings. Look it up. And the reason I have this email, it was because it was Armand Hammer Construction, actually, that had this email, Armand Hammer 42. So when I kind of bought the guy out, he came to work for me, I kind of bought him out. He had the email address and his little business cards and everything went with it. And he came to work for me, and I got a couple of accounts from him. And that was, the email address came along with it. And I just, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll just keep using it as a secondary email so I don't put out my main email to all the trolls who will email me from time to time. So you're welcome to call, and you're welcome to email anytime. I hope y'all have a great night. Now, that phone, if you happen to call right now, that phone is actually in my van. So if you give me about 30 minutes to eat, I'll be in the van and I'll have that phone, and you can call tonight. If you want to wait until tomorrow, you're welcome to call tomorrow. But if it's something you want to talk about tonight, or you just want to say hi, always feel free to call. I should have brought it in with me, but like I said, I was just kind of in a hurry. Can't hurry to try. Oh, can't hurt to try. Huh? Sometimes I'm a little dyslexic. Yep, that's right. Never hurts to try. But yeah, reach out to them and just try to squash it. But listen, I love you all. I done said that 5 times. God bless. Have a great night. See y'all tomorrow, 9 p.m. Newscast News Blast. I'll put a poll out to see what y'all want me to cook for Saturday, and make it something not too, crazy now. Don't be giving me nothing crazy, okay? That I wouldn't eat. I want to be able to eat it when I'm done cooking it. Thanks, Brian Johnson. We love you also. And Kim, you be safe out there too. Have a great night. Bye.